Okay, everybody. Here's a simpler way to do that text method that Logos by Nick was doing. I already have my picture. I'm going to right-click it. There it goes. And I'm going to duplicate it. So I've got 2 copies of my picture. And I'm going to get my text tool. I'm going to make it nice and big. And I'm going to write class 2023. Sure, why not? That's a little big. If I get this, I'm going to squish it in a little bit. And like you said, I want a little better, a little thicker font than that. So if I go back to the font choices, I'm going to click here. Oh, there we go. Let's see, let's find there. That one is thick looking. There we go. That's fine, especially for just demo purposes. All right. Now, I'm going to take my opacity down to half, and I'm going to also duplicate this. So I've got 2 copies of the picture and 2 copies of my font. I'm going to take this one that's already selected, hold down Shift, and click the picture. Now I've got 1 copy of the font, of the text, and 1 copy of the picture selected at the same time. Then I'm going to go here to Object, Clip, Clip, Set. Now what has happened is one of the pictures has been turned into text. You can't see it yet because this one we're still seeing, but underneath here there's this guy. So let me undo, send things back. Okay, this second one that I have selected, I'm going to give it a white stroke. Let's see, it's white. Oh, let's do it this way. There we go. It's got a white stroke. And I'll turn that up. Okay, that is not. Do I have the right one selected? No, okay. How's that working? What's happening here? I'm not getting. Okay. Oh, because I don't have a paint. I got to give a paint. Aha. Okay, so now it looks really crazy because the stroke is really big. Let me take the stroke down. Okay. And let's make it fully colored. Oh, full opacity. And still my stroke style is so wide. Let's make that down. There we go. Okay, so now we can start, let's see. There we go, that's better. Okay, so the stroke paint is white, and it's kind of wide. If I now send it down 1 layer, it makes an outline around the other one. There's the whole method. Okay, a couple more things. Another thing that was confusing about his tutorial is there was really no need to have this second picture anyway. He then got rid of it in his final design. So I'm going to do that too. Oops, select it and then get rid of it. There we go. So, and then he put something behind it. Let's say I put a shape behind it. Okay, right now obviously it's in front of it, but then I can send it down to the back, and then I could have this have a radial gradient or something if I wanted. Whatever. The point is. That's all you needed to do. Now, to review, here's what we have here. We've got the picture that's cut out just the letters. That's one thing. Behind it is the same shape letters, but without that kind of fill. Let me just undo that so we can see. Okay, don't lose it. And that's what makes the outline. You can't put an outline on the picture itself. It just won't let you do it. That's why you had to have the duplicate text with its own outline right behind it in order to put the outline on the clipped picture. All right, hope that was clear.